I just read what the owner of the Dolphins tried to offer Brian Flores $100K to tank the season. I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy shit. The year that I got cut, and some athletes, I told athletes, hey man, I feel like our season getting sabotaged. That's just how I feel. There's no way that we should be running the same exact plays. I remember going into Coach Garrett's office, asking, hey man, you know I look forward to the game plan. Why am I lining up in the same place each and every week? Like if these guys on the other side not getting paid. There be times in the game I line up, I know I'm one-on-one. Dak don't even look my way. So many times on film, it was so many times on film, so that ball was not coming to me. So it got to the point where I got frustrated and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna air this shit out in the media. That's what I'm gonna do. Because at the end of the day, we the ones who take that heat. We the ones who got to deal with that shit. And I'm like, man, you know what, man? I can't deal with it. I told Terrence Williams and I told Cole Beasley. Right before I did that interview, this interview probably going to get me cut. And I was good with that. You can ask any one of them. I said, I was good with that. That shit don't surprise me. It's a lot of janky shit that goes on in the league. But hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. But all I know is I love the game of football. I like to play a fair game of football. I ain't ever in my life gonna disrespect the game of football with some bullshit. That shit over there in Miami, that owner, that's bullshit. Man, I'm behind Flores, Brian Flores. Yes, sir. Call a motherfucking ass out. Because this guy's out here risking our fucking lives each and every day to play the game that we love. But instead, we gotta deal with the bullshit politics of this game. Call a bitch ass out, Brian Flores, and I'm behind you 1,000%.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. So, yo, man, I have watched the Dez Bryant conversation he had about Brian Flores several times, and I know a lot of you guys have inboxed me and asked me one of my thoughts on it, but I purposely, on a subject like this, man, I want to have all my ducks in a row. I want to have all my facts in a row. I want to have all my opinions in a row. I want to be able to articulate my thoughts correctly, you know, on a subject that's powerful, because Dez was very emotional. And, man, not even the fact that he was very emotional, man, we know when Dez is emotional, he speaks truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, emotions for Dez is like, it's almost, you know, they say that you get that liquid, get that liquid courage and you start talking. My boy's Dez he gets in his feelings, man, about subjects, and then the truth just starts flowing off his tongue, man. And I want to caution y'all real quick. Dez Bryant, from what I know, does not drink. And I know for a fact he doesn't drink wine anymore. So I'm going to kill any of that, oh, he was drinking, he was just a little tipsy crowd. I'm going to kill that right there. I'm going to nip that in the butt right now. My boy was on emotion and emotion only. So let's just say that right now. So here are my thoughts on what Dez Bryant said about the Brian Flores situation. First off and foremost, I think it's sad in today's NFL, with the amount of money that's being generated and made, that owner would literally pay a coach to tank games. Now, do I think that's something realistic? Hell yeah, I think that's something realistic, because you got to think like this. An owner is thinking about the 10 and 15 years of him owning his organization. A coach is only thinking about his time at the organization. So I could easily see an owner coming to a coach and being like, yo, I don't give a damn what you're trying to do. I'm thinking about the greater need of my organization, and we need a quarterback. But at the same time, think about this. You hire someone to win you games, then you pay someone, you try to pay them to tank games, and then you turn around and fire them when they win games. That has to be the most confusing situation I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to be honest with you, the NFL definitely has to investigate this. No, listen to me. Point shaving is against the law. It is a federal offense, and you can go to federal prison for that. So if you can go to federal prison for point shaving, what the hell are they going to do to an owner that is flat out playing someone to lose games? That is absolutely ridiculous. So, at the end of this, the NFL has to investigate. And if there's any validity to these charges that Brian Flores is bringing against the NFL, bro, Miami Dolphins owner has to lose his team. And anyone that is found to ever do this has to. Look, bruh, they ain't even letting Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because they think he betted on games. If he can't get in the Hall of Fame because you guys are suing, he didn't even rig the games. He just betted on the games. And y'all won't even acknowledge him? How in the hell are they throwing whole games in the NFL and not being held responsible for it? This is absolutely wrong. Also, I want to touch on what Dez said about his last year in Dallas. And I'm going to be honest with you, Dez. You said everything that I've always known was true. I knew that the Dallas Cowboys willingly did not move you around. We don't move you around the way we move Amari Cooper. We don't move you around the way we moved around CeeDee Lamb. We don't do that. We left you in one spot the entire years. And you know what the Dallas Cowboys allowed to happen? This narrative that Dez Bryant can't run routes. But the real actual truth was that they weren't allowing you to run any routes. They were only allowing you to run the 3 or 4 routes that they had. Or what they would love to do is they wouldn't throw the ball to Dez all game, right? All game. Won't throw the ball to him all game. Then in the fourth quarter, they want to throw a Hail Mary pass up for Dez to make him put on a Superman cape and go be Superman. Bro, they did Dez wrong his final year. And to be honest with you, a lot of you guys knew that. We all knew this. But you know what some of you guys did? Some of you guys read into the narrative and believed the narrative that was being put out against him. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I have always said this. The Dallas Cowboys make too many football decisions that are not based upon football, but actually based on business. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Business, you can do business bad and you can do business good. I think there are organizations that do business all the time, but I think the Dallas Cowboys choose to do bad business. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I believe the Miami Dolphins also chose to do bad business. And I'm going to be honest with you, they should be punished for it. Because if a player was to do this, they would be blacklisted. Meaning you are not able to even come to NFL games. You can't play in the NFL games, and we better not see your ass in an NFL jersey. Bruh, they would crucify a player if they found out players were doing something like this. They would crucify them. So it is absolutely not fair. It is absolutely not fair for owners to not get that same treatment. Also, this is a totally different subject, but this is something that's been on my heart. These private owner meetings that the owners go to at the beginning of the season, that shit got to stop too. We need to have a camera in them owners meeting because I'm going to tell you this right now. These owners are conspiring together and they are all working together. Yeah, they put out this mindset, this view that we're all competing against each other. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. It really looks like a lot of these owners, including Jerry, are all working together for the same cause. Hey, you guys, these are just my opinions. They're only factual until they're proven. You guys know what it is. Never look down because the stars